Hey everyone, Nubkeks here, and welcome back to the Heroes of the Storm PTR for the Machines of War patch. We are looking at the Valla rework in this particular video. Look at all these skins. As you guys might know, if you've been following the channel for a while, Valla is overall probably my favourite character just historically in the game. She is my most played character and probably my best character. She has though, however, and I have mixed feelings on this, which we'll explore throughout this video. She's received a very substantial rework in this patch. Changes to all of her abilities, quite big ones, and then a total talent rework as well. All different ones on different tiers. Just to say as well, as we go over the stuff at the start, gameplay probably won't be fantastic, so just bear that in mind. We'll get better gameplay as we go through the video. So, first of all, her trait is probably the most important thing to note about what has changed. So, in the live game, it works relatively similarly. Every basic attack will give you a stack of hatred. You can have up to 10, and each one will increase your basic attack damage and your move speed. In the live game, though, it gives you 3% per stack. However, in the... let's actually help these guys out. It's going kind of crazy down there. Alright, there we go. Cool. Let's mount up and just chill. However, now, it's going to give you 8% basic attack damage per hit. Per stack, so with 10 stacks of hatred, that's 80% bonus basic attack damage. That sounds really powerful. The bad news is that her basic attack damage has been hugely reduced, so that in fact it's been reduced about 30% off the base of it. What this basically means is when you do all the maths, oh no, we put it all together, this is a little bit terrifying. First blood though, am I right? I'm too young to die. For the team, for the horde, right? Wait, what? Okay. Who needs level 1 talent, am I right? Anyway, yeah, her basic attack damage has been reduced by 30%. What this means is, if you compare Valla on the live servers with 10 stacks of hatred to Valla on these PTR servers with 10 stacks of hatred, she's going to be doing the same amount of damage. However, with 0 stacks of hatred on the PTR servers, on these servers I'm playing right now, she's actually substantially weaker. So that kind of sucks in terms of her basic attacks. Her Q, let's run over, let's just chill in the bush. I'm just kind of looking around the minimap and shit is going down everywhere. Let's just try to scare them off. They really did not get very scared off at all. So her Q, as you can see, if you actually look at the skill shot here, you can see it's actually relatively long. So it has been, the range increased about 10%. Let's not stand too near the bush in case they come kill us or whatever. Let's just shoot stuff. The range is longer. It does a tiny bit less damage, a tiny bit less. Let's just shoot that. Boom, there we go, there's the Q. Tiny little bit less damage. Uh-oh. I don't think we hit him. We did. I'm very scared right now. Help! 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 Oh, I'm so dead! Help! Friends! Thank you! Good friends! Nice friends! Oh. Okay. I swear to God, we'll get to all this stuff soon. The cool thing, this is a crazy game so far. That's the thing with this PTR, it's particularly insane because there's so many melee assassins. We even have this already. What am I even doing? Who knows? Cooldown is shorter. It's only 10 seconds now as opposed to 14 seconds on the live server, so that's quite nice. And yeah, there you go. Her multi-shot W, pshing, there it is. It's pretty much the same as it is on live. However, the cooldown has been increased by 50%. Alright, 50% increased cooldown, which is quite a lot. Trying to bait these guys in. They didn't really get baited, did they? Butcher's hopefully stopping them getting that, so that's good. You know what, we need to grab a talent, so let's do it. We're just going to go for a Q build, sure. Level 6, we're getting our talents, finally. We'll go over them at the end. Our vault is the same, mana cost has been reduced, and it also gives you like a little bit of bonus damage, kind of follow through proc on the end of it, which is kind of nice, I suppose. I agree, danger. In fact, the danger is more so up here, however, as opposed to down there. Alright, we're just stutter stepping, doing our thing. Trying to keep an eye on the minimap and what's going on as well. Be careful not to commentate too much and play horribly. All important Valla things. Repeating arrow. Which has a new color, I think. Oh, I totally fluffed that. Oops. Alright, anyway. So, let's talk about our quests. I think we've covered most of the stuff here. I don't know if I mentioned, but this as well, the longer cooldown has slightly increased mana cost and do slightly more damage too. It's basically functions the same though as it used to be for multi-shot. Oh, also her heroics, which are coming to soon. So Strafe is still the same, a little bit weaker, but still basically the same. Reign of Vengeance, you now only get like one wave. There we go, nice. This poor old Medivh is going out of position quite a lot. You only get one wave, but it's cool. You get 2 charges, which are on a 60-second cooldown time, which is pretty nice. And yeah, it seems pretty useful, more flexible. We need to be careful. If he dives on us, he will kill us. So yeah, there is that. Hello, Butcher. There we go, giving us quest stacks. Thank you very much. Kharazim giving us quest stacks as well. So I did pick up some quests. At level 1, I picked up Monster Hunter. This is cost-effective materials. The Q build that I'm going for here should be pretty familiar to you guys. I'll do a video on like a basic attack build as well. By the way, there's no way we're gonna pick up... Oh wait, no, maybe we can. Is the Butcher not here? No, he's here. I'm scared. I'm scared. Yeah, I thought he was there. Alright, cool. Monster Hunter reduces the damage, makes it do more damage now to minions and mercenaries, so that's pretty cool. I must admit to being a fan. Alright, you can hear the quest pings going off. What quest did we get? We got Puncturing Arrow. It now increases, it's a quest, no longer increases the range. Let's just kill him. Oh, I completely missed that. That's terrible. Oh, he would have died. How did I miss that? That's awful. I know someone left a funny comment saying that they watched Grubby's video and he missed all his Qs. Well, now you've got one of me missing my Qs as well. We're going to hard because he's got no mana. And our teammates will just have to survive. Looks like they're actually doing a pretty good job. Ooh, let's get this. Show you off the new one, the new version. So, the quest... Hitting heroes with the arrow, the initial impact, importantly, increases the damage with the initial impact up to a maximum of 100. You can stack that 20 times. When you have stacked it, get an additional 50 bonus damage, and it will also get an additional bounce on the arrow. Again, here's the arrow. Look, it bounces. Ta-da! I said it was kind of easier to use. They might come and kill me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get it. Sweet. Let's try to punt him away. Don't want to deal with that shit. There's no actually ammo on this, so we can just go up and hit it. Alright, cool. It's pretty powerful, actually. The one on the live game, it improves the range. The range is now baked in. However, in the live game, the Puncturing Arrow quest, and this has screwed me up a couple of times, improves your range by like 25%. The default range that's baked into her Hungering Arrow now is like 10%. So it's actually shorter. So you do have to bear that in mind and be careful. There have been a few times where I've missed one, just been like, oh yeah, perfect, got it lined up perfectly well, and then boom, it's like a centimeter short, and I go, oh, and I'm absolutely kicking myself in frustration because it's got that little shorter bit of range. So something to watch out for. What? Rip. PTR, everybody, PTR. It's fun. He's trying out the new Kharazim. No, Kharazim's exactly the same. Rip. We are kind of stomping these guys at the moment. This is a really nice Dragon Knight push. Oh, it's dead. Rip. They have got level 10, so we do need to be a little bit careful. Not too careful. That was pretty effective, right? Oh yeah, that was pretty effective. Double kill, huh? Oh yeah, there we go. Stacking up them quests. Don't have any mana or spells ready. Are we doing this? You can do this if you want. Don't recommend it. They kind of know we're doing this, so let's not. Oh, she's trying to do the same. That's sneaky Valla. Trying to do what I was just doing, but she could not pull it off. Alright, cool. Let's very bravely come down here. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Ah, I'm scared! I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You know what, guys? Something went wrong. Something went wrong right there. Alright, that's fine. I kind of wanted to die so I could talk about this stuff. Okay. Siphoning Arrow is now... It used to be on level 1, then moved across to level 13. It's now going to heal you for 75% of the damage dealt by Hungering Arrow. Only to heroes, though. Only to heroes. So that's actually a pretty big change. You can't get health back off minions. That's weird. I want to test it out. I kind of feel like I did before. Maybe I was just imagining things, because I did play a couple of games of Valla to test her out before doing this last night. And then I made one more attempt to make this video and the servers crashed. So, PTR, if it crashes during this one, I'm going to be very sad, because this one's going pretty well. Yeah, pretty interesting here. Obviously, repeating arrow, the exact same. Your vault refreshes hungering arrow. Going to be key to this particular build. Level 16, there's no Q talent, actually, so we're going to have more freedom. We're going to come down here, deal with this lane. So let's grab this, because we can. Alright, might as well grab this. We should still soak the XP, which is good. Our teammates are getting a nice push off top. Well played, team. Alright, cool. Valla knows I'm going for this, so we're gonna not go in.
Glorious.
Alright, one of you guys can grab it for sure. Okay, so look, we've taken some damage. Oh crap, we got healed by the regen globe. I can see. It looks like it only does heal you off heroes. That's unfortunate, actually. It's still good, but I'm a bit disappointed, actually, that it's not going to heal you off mercs and stuff. And let's get frost shots. So we're just going for a fairly familiar build here. Again, be keeping an eye on the hatred stat. Oh, I did not expect you to knock him away. Oh, nice one. Thank you very much, Oriel. That was huge. You're my savior, my hero. Oriel, I trust you to save me, okay? Thank you. My trust was not misplaced. Yeah, be very careful right here. Oh my god, the butcher. The butchers. They're all over each other. There we go. Double kill, though. Pretty nice. Yeah, I think we probably want to back it off at this stage. You want to check this? Come on, Crazy Mage. Crazy Mage! Crazy... Yeah, there we go. As you can see, his glowing thing means that he has stacked his quest up, so that's good. Also, as you can see, our Hungering Arrow with that level 1 quest absolutely tears through these merc camps, and we haven't even fully stacked it yet. We still have 3 stacks to go to finish our quest. If I wasn't commentating and was being a bit more on point, you could definitely finish this Q quest faster, but I think this is probably a fairly decent rate of finishing it. Obviously, you want to abuse the repeating arrow at level 7 to help stack it up quicker as well. Gonna help him out. Crazy Mage. I put the idea of mercs in his head. Now he's just gone merc mad. Look at this. Absolutely tear through those. Beautiful. He should tear through them anyway. We're just gonna help him out though. Speed him up. Why not? Okay. Sick baits, sick baits. All right, they're not really baits. We're just here. Let's just kill this thing. There we go. Cool. Hello, Medivh. This is quite the push we got going bottom lane. Someone's got Merc Lord? Must be Sylvanas. Well, not gonna complain. It's pretty good, if you ask me. Let's not face tank stuff too much. Try stack up to 10 hatred. There you go. She needs a little extra thing here. That's something it's missing. Is an extra hatred counter. And it functions very like, oh, I totally fluffed that second one there. That's pretty bad. Anyway, we're going to focus down this thing. Ginger Snaps is very dead. Whoa, Alarak, where are you off to, buddy? Alright, cool. This might even be game right here. Yeah. Oh, no, he got his portal in, so the Hungering Arrow couldn't kill him. Well, that sucks. I think we're just gonna win the game. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we won the game. We got a kill though on him at the end, and we did finish our quest, so that's kind of nice. There you go. Ooh, where's the butcher from saying that? Is that Russian? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, MVP was Oriel. Well played, Oriel. Whoa, Oriel, that is a lot of healing. Holy shit, girl. You kidding me? Hey, look, it's all of us. That's cool. Well, I mean, did you guys see that? That was like, she did like so much healing. Holy shit. That's totally not a bug. Cough, cough. Oh my god. Oh, it's brilliant. That is brilliant. Oh, man. Well, that's cool. How much healing was that? What? 43,000. What was that though? It did put this as a percentage, did it? That is too good. All right, well, cool. There you go, guys. Pretty good look at Valla, I hope. We're going to go over her next other talents now. Give you guys an insight into them. And just kind of my thoughts on her overall. Again, this is the Q build. This is the most common to the Valla that you're used to playing. It's like the Q build you have now, but her Q is better. However, her basic attacks take a while to stack up. So Monster Hunter, once again, it's like cost-effective materials, but better. It makes your Q pretty good against minions, mercs, and monsters. And again, remember, it's only a 10-second cooldown now, so you can use it against those more often than you're used to. And especially if you didn't play with cost-effective materials before. I used to pick it a lot. But if you didn't play with it before, it does make your Q much more usable. Only 30 mana, it's very, very cheap. Puncturing Arrow can be very important, as you can see, to be hitting heroes with that as often as possible to try to finish that quest. Adds a lot of bonus damage to your Q, makes it quite a powerful burst spell. And then Repeating Arrow, just really nice. Again, you saw me combo those together very, very frequently to help stack that up. And then, you know, just more damage, more burst damage, more mobility. Pretty, pretty nice. Rain of Vengeance, you know, it's pretty flexible. It's pretty flexible. I don't think it actually makes a huge change, but it's just nice that you've got the flexibility with those waves to be able to use them when you want. Pretty cool. Siphoning Arrow gives you a lot of healing against heroes, but note it is only against heroes. Frost Shot is what I picked up. I didn't actually go over this. Basically, it combines the composite arrows plus Frost Shots as it used to be. It's now a 25% slow for 2 seconds, and it also increases the range of multi-shot by 20%, which is quite nice. It just helps you. I thought it'd be good in this game. So they've got a lot of them would be really hurt by this. Again, it's going to be pretty effective in like a quick match situation, especially. And there you go. So coming back, going over stuff again, once again, like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Obviously, as you probably noticed, the kind of follow through damage here from your vault is really irrelevant. You're really not going to get much out of that. Just be aware it's there. It's a little bit of extra burst damage, but I mean, in all seriousness, it's not going to add up to too much, I don't think. The Hatred. I'm really in two minds when it comes to the design here of Hatred for Valla. I like the idea. I like that stacking her trait means more. However, I feel like at the moment, instead of feeling like something awesome, like, okay, cool, I start off as a good hero, or like, you know, maybe a slightly underpowered hero, but I'm still decent. But then if you stay and you fight me, my hatred's going to build up and I'm going to become awesome. I'm going to start kicking ass. I think Lunara is like a good example of that, right? That, okay, she starts off and it's like, all right, I'm doing a little bit of damage to you, but if you stay too long and fight against me, I'm going to stack that poison up on you and you're really going to hurt. So, you know, Lunara, she starts off, you know, as a fairly average hero, but then if you let her fight for a long time, she becomes really awesome. That's what I would like to see with Hatred. Instead, I feel like it's, you start off as a kind of shitty hero with your basic attacks, and then you stack it up, and once you've stacked it up, you're only a decent hero. You're only an average one. Like her basic attacks aren't that strong, particularly with the removal. I suppose I'm not going with the basic attack build in this game, so we'll judge it more when we do so. But I know, I've got some reservations about this. You know, I would actually kind of lean towards maybe, you know, just make the basic attack damage just baseline and then have Hatred increase attack speed. I think that would feel pretty good as a kind of powering up thing. Or maybe just increase her basic attack damage and make this like a 5% increase per Hatred stack, like just like a minimum thing, just to make her a bit more consistent. My big concern with Valla is that, you know, when you go to trade with someone, like, people are just going to be out-trade you so easily because you need to have 10 basic attacks fired into them before you're, like, getting up to full damage. That takes a long time. It's like, I think a good comparison, again, would be like trying to play Greymane with Inner Beast, but you start each fight with it on cooldown. Like, a shorter cooldown, but still on cooldown. It's like, okay, well, you know, we fight for, like, 10 seconds or something. Now I get to press Inner Beast, hooray! And then you're going, and then, you know, if they move out of range or something, oh no, Inner Beast is gone, Hatred is gone. Also worth noting, I don't know if I highlighted this in this video. Again, I'm sorry if I missed out on a couple of things. I did, like, pretty much do a full take on this video before the servers crashed. So I might have mentioned some things and thought I mentioned them in this video when it was actually in the first one. But if you do not attack something for 4 seconds, you lose all of your stacks of hatred. You'll hopefully have noticed that during the video. In the live servers, at the moment, on live, they decay over time. In this version, though, you just lose everything. Boom, gone. Back to 0 hatred, and once again, very weak basic attacks. So that's kind of tough to work with. taking a look at her other talents, just to give you an idea what's there. There is definitely, let's say, a basic attack type build you can go for. There's Hot Pursuit here when you're at 10 stacks of Hatred. Actually, no, let's say Caltrops is the basic attack build. So, you know, you can drop 3 Caltrops when you're vaulting, and they do more damage. They do damage and slow enemies by a little bit. And then if you spend 180 seconds, so 3 minutes, at 10 stacks of Hatred, it reduces the cooldown of Vault. The cooldown reduction is actually, the quest reward for this is fantastic. It makes Vault a 5-second cooldown ability, which is pretty huge. Going to help you be mobile and keep those basic attacks up. So potentially that. Hot Pursuit is also an option here, so 10 stacks of Hatred. Increases your movement speed bonus to 20% total instead of 10% total. And you also start recharging 4 mana per second, which is kind of nice. It's kind of hard to maintain though. You got Creed of the Hunter, which is kind of cool, just a flat 10% attack speed bonus. And then if you hit 100 basic attacks against heroes, your Hatred gains an additional 2% basic attack damage per stack. Again, I haven't gone to test this yet because it's PTR. Everyone is a squishy assassin. Realistically, the fights do not last long enough for you to stack up a whole bunch of basic attacks against heroes. It's just not going to happen. And 10% attack speed on its own isn't fantastic. But yeah, I mean, this could be okay. It seems a little underwhelming, but I suppose it all adds up in the end. You also have punishment, so each stack of Hatred increases the damage of multi-shot by 5%. Now, the thing to note is, it's got a long cooldown, 12-second cooldown. If you start the fight off with multi-shot, it's gonna be a long time before you can make use of punishment. Again, same thing, if you start the fight off just trying to basic attack and say, okay, I want to get full stacks of Hatred before I use my multi-shot, that's quite a few seconds into the fight before you're using it. So I'm interested to see how exactly this is going to work out. Obviously going to be powerful in the lane, but we'll see. And also bear in mind, you're not going to have the longer range multi-shot until it's level 16, so it's going to be harder to land. So that's something to bear in mind there. Arsenal is very cool and actually gotten buffed, so it's level 7 now. Multi-shot fires 3 grenades, which deal 120 damage, and each enemy hero hit by a grenade reduces the cooldown of multi-shot by 3 seconds. So this, like when you go into... I think this is where like the punishment ability really starts to shine. I think you can combo this quite well with like Hot Pursuit. So stacking up your Hatred, cool, with the Hatred stacks, doing more multi-shot damage, and then you're going to have that mana regen, so you're going to be able to pump out more multi-shots with that cooldown reduction and doing more damage. And that's going to be a pretty cool build, I think. We also have Death Dealer. I think this is terrible. This one looks really bad. I've never seen a talent and like gone, wow, that looks really terrible as much as this one before. But here you go. Increases the Vault's basic attack damage bonus from 5 to 10% per stack of Hatred. So just to refresh you here, next basic attack within 2 seconds does 5% increased damage per stack of Hatred. So by default, you can vault and do 50% bonus. This makes you vault and do 100% bonus. So you get, like, I don't see why you would spend a level 7 talent to get half a basic attack bonus when you could spend a level 7 talent and get like a hungering arrow bonus, which is doing huge damage. I don't know, that's what I think. But there you go. Also, if it kills the victim, if you kill the victim with that empowered basic attack, the mana cost and cooldown of Vault are refunded. So obviously, if you pull off a bunch of these executions with this ability, it's going to be great. However, is that going to be easy to do? That's going to be so hard to do, seriously. Like, you're not going to be able to do that. Kill someone with a double power basic attack, it's like, that's a tall order if ever there was one. I mean, maybe you can do it, but honestly I think that's extremely unlikely. You know, it's a pretty weak attack. Sometimes it's hard to do this with Greymane, and his Go for the Throat hits way harder. It's gonna hit faster as well. Remember, there's travel time on Valla's basic attacks, and then he also gets a freaking thing above their head marking them out and saying, hey, you can kill them with this. I don't think Valla does, so I'm skeptical about how useful that will be. I feel like the other two are way better. Anyway, Strafe is pretty much the exact same. I think they reduce the damage by like from 68 to 8, so it's a little bit weaker, but still effectively pretty damn good. And then Rain of Vengeance again. I think each wave does a little bit less damage. I'm not sure, because they reduce the damage of it, but I'm not sure if that was reducing the damage of the 2 waves combined or reducing the damage of each individual wave. But anyway, it still does damage, it stuns people. I think they reduce the damage of each individual wave. I think they've nerfed both of her heroics slightly to make up for what should be increased power overall in general through the rest of her talents. Level 13 again, Siphoning Arrow for healing. Tempered by Discipline is really, really nice really nice now. So while you're at 10 stacks of hatred, your basic attacks heal you for 25% of the damage dealt. I think this is actually really good. All this stuff here is defensive, and this is a really solid option. Especially if you've gone in for this like basic attack build, that could be quite good. A Siphoning Arrow, obviously pretty solid as well. And then you've got Gloom, which is pretty intriguing. So just passively always reduces ability damage taken by 20%. That's kind of cool. And then more powerfully, I suppose, in some ways, you can consume all hatred, which increases ability damage reduction by 3% per hatred consumed for 5 seconds. So you can just pop this. If you have 10 hatred, that's a 30% spell shield for 5 seconds. So a total of 50% ability damage reduction while that's active. It's pretty good too. It's pretty good. It's going to be interesting to see if this works out. Again, that could be tricky with like a basic attack build. You probably want to go for this because you're sabotaging yourself so much in terms of your basic attack damage by using up all your hatred. However, there is an interesting talent here at level 16 that could change things, which is that basic attacks grant 2 stacks of hatred, and the time it takes before hatred expires increased by 2 seconds. So you have a 6-second window between your basic attacks to stack that hatred. Pretty damn good. And you also stack that hatred up much quicker. I'm not a huge fan that this is a level 16 talent, honestly. I think it's going to feel... I know, I'll get back to you guys when we play more of her, but I feel like hatred might be a bit too punitive as it is. A bit too difficult to use for... I don't know, it just feels like too much of a burden than something great that you're getting. It just feels like this tedious thing you have to stack up. And that this is just going to remove that tedium. And obviously it's going to combo well with Gloom because it's easier to spend that hatred. But yeah, this is definitely an option for many of the builds, just to stack your hatred quicker and get a bit more bursty early on in the fights. Frost Shots is obviously excellent. Just getting more damage from hitting more people at multi-shot and the slow. Again, as you saw, I didn't have any talents in this before, in multi-shot before, but I still picked this up because it's still really good. And then Manticore, every third basic attack against the same target will deal 5% of their max health additionally. Pretty nice. And again, this will function independently of your hatred stacks, which is pretty good. That's really nice. Level 20, we got some cool stuff. Vengeance is still the same, however, it also gives you 25% lifesteal off strafe, which is pretty nice, actually. It definitely adds a bit more survivability while you're in there strafing around. Storm of Vengeance is very powerful, so basic attacks will reduce the charge cooldown of Rain of Vengeance by 5 seconds. Bearing in mind this has a 60-second cooldown, it's very realistic that you'll get a third charge of Vengeance, Rain of Vengeance here, in a team fight. I mean, bear in mind, if you stack your hatred up, it takes 10 basic attacks to fully stack your hatred. Well, 10 basic attacks, that's 50% cooldown reduction, right? It really cools down this thing very quickly. Going to be very powerful. You also have Rancor, which is also very powerful. Each stack of hatred also increases attack speed by 2%, and while at 10 stacks, gain additional 30% attack speed. That is huge. That is huge. So at 10 stacks of hatred, that's going to give you 50% more attack speed. That's nuts. That is crazy. However, you are obviously very reliant on being at max hatred. But I mean, like, there's clearly a very interesting build you could go for with, like, the max hatred thing, like this. 20% move speed bonus. You could even grab this for, like, more... I mean, or this, I don't know. Either one for, like, a basic attack thing. Then I suppose, like, Arsenal, maybe. I mean, you could make a really interesting build. I mean, you could pick up Gloom. You could pick up then Seething Hatred. And then Rancor, and just be shredding people. It could be really, really powerful. Potentially as well, I mean, you could go for Manticore and be shredding people too, but this seems really good. There's also Firefly Quiver, which improves your basic attack range by 40%. This could be good as well. Hopefully, you should be able to play her with just Rancor. I mean, that would be the theory. I mean, range is nice and all, but... I mean, you're going to want to be a little bit closer with this form of Valla to be getting your abilities off, because they are more powerful now. Your abilities are going to be very important to be firing off and hitting. So hopefully you're not going to need this range. I mean, the range could be very useful. I'm not sure, but I would lean towards Rancor myself, as, you know, just get used to playing with that and you'll be good. Anyway, that is a big overview of Valla. Big in-depth dive into her. I'll probably come back to you guys with another video very soon, once I've done a couple of the other heroes who have had reworks, and once I've done Alarak, who's going to be coming up next. In fact, hey, Alarak going to be the next video. I've played one game with him. He seems interesting. But yeah, we will come back to Valla, and I will try out like a multi-shot build. Might just mix things up a little bit, go for more basic attack stuff. Might hop into like unranked draft and try to pick her up there, though it could be tricky to get her. But at least that would let us try like a sort of basic attack thing in a proper team composition, which is where you would expect it to shine Whereas obviously the Q build I went for here is going to be really nice in that sort of quick match. Just everyone's an assassin environment. Anyway, give it a like if you liked it, guys. And do subscribe if you haven't already. Or stay tuned if you are, because there's going to be lots more content from the PTR coming up. Let me know as well if there's any heroes that you would like to see, or would you like me to see try out multiple talent builds for multiple heroes, and what have you. But yeah, there you go. I'm excited for the Valla rework. I'm a little bit worried about the hatred thing. I'm a little bit worried that it's a bit too tedious, that it feels like more of a burden than something good, but we'll see what they do. Hopefully Blizzard can fix it if that is the case. But yeah, Valla seems like a pretty fun hero. I loved her before, honestly, but you know what, a lot of people weren't a huge fan. She wasn't super popular, she wasn't considered particularly powerful, so I guess maybe this rework is somewhat welcome. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.